Hi Pisces, welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot. Welcome to your cards for September. I'm laughing because this is my second time recording this. And the first one, in the middle of the reading, there was this gigantic thunderstorm that came through. Things got a little chaotic. Then my phone just stopped recording. Of course, I continued through almost the entire reading before noticing I wasn't even recording. And the reason why I bring that up is because there is a message in that as well. Pisces, I'm just going to get right into these cards. And I'm going to pick up where we left off from your last reading. It's not often that I specifically remember a reading. Mostly because a lot of what I'm doing during this reading is channeling. It's really not my mind, it's more my intuition speaking. And therefore, once I turn off that camera, it's kind of forgotten. And in fact, you'll see some months I'll put labels on readings and some I won't. Quite simply, if I don't post them right away, I don't remember. I really don't remember. But your reading stands out to me from last month, and this is very much a continuation of that story. If you are new to my channel and you're catching this reading, it would be really beneficial for you to take a look back at August Pisces reading. Start from there and come back here, and you can kind of see the evolution of the story. Or, of course, listen to this first, and if you require more information, take a look at that reading as well. So, Pisces, there's a softening. There is a softening happening in you. And even though your effort is to resist, much like this reading entirely, there was a lot of resistance. The cards didn't want to come out. It felt like a very stubborn energy. Then all of a sudden, as I was talking, thunder and lightning occurred, and then we just stopped recording. And so I can't really decipher that in any other way but resistance to open up to change. There is change knocking on your door, Pisces, and you are resisting that change. The energy you're in for the month is that of the devil. There's energy of course, stubbornness. Of course, the devil is stubborn. He kind of has his sights set on a certain thing or a certain scenario. You know, it's Capricorn energy, it's Saturn energy. It's sometimes that voice in our head that says these things don't work out. You can't trust them. You don't have enough energy to do this. You know, all the reasons why things won't work out in the month of September. It's that energy of kind of negative thoughts. The devil can also represent a very sexual energy. It's an energy of wanting instant gratification, right? Sometimes we are used to relationships being toxic, having toxic patterns. You know, they say that the trickiest relationships are the ones that you enter into after the really bad ones. Okay? When you end a cycle of toxicity, you become so used to these toxic patterns and cycles and behaviors that you can resist when something comes in that's a different energy. There's kind of a part of us that could repel healthy situations, healthy connections, simply because it's not what we're used to. You know, with that devil energy, you could be used to entering situations in more of a fiery tone. Maybe they tend to be just sexual. Maybe they tend to be kind of somewhat self-serving. Maybe you look more for a intimate fiery sexual connection and you kind of repel away from a healthier type of energy. I say that because underneath the devil is card number 18. Dear Spirit, bring a gentler touch. And that's what I think the universe is trying to deliver to you, Pisces. I think they're giving you something much different. Maybe this person that you're connecting with seems a little bit more compassionate, a little bit more caring, a little bit more interested in you more than your body, you know? And it might be throwing you off. Underneath that, you get the Oracle card. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I manifest. And I don't know why, but I'm so drawn to these little lines in this card. It's kind of like these two beautiful circles with all these different colors. And there's all these little webs inside, and they reach out and touch each other in between. So I'm definitely picking up on a connection. And I think it's new. I think this is something new in your life. It's definitely connecting to the last reading where it was like you were going to have this connection with this person. And it was really powerful, and it was really brought to you kind of by the divine timing. This is a really important connection that was going to bring you a lot of healing. It was going to kind of transform the way you approached relationships. So there's definitely a connection at play. And I think right now you're allowing yourself to focus your energy on all the reasons why it can't work out. This could simply be, I don't have time in my life for relationships. I don't have time to get to know this person. You know, where maybe because there isn't that initial sexual spark, you sort of lose interest and assume it's not for you. But your environment card, your situation card is that of strength. And I love this card in this deck because it is a card of Leo. It is a card where we kind of operate where we have to protect our ego, protect ourselves from getting hurt. But this card in this deck, if you look, the woman has a lamb with her. And one side of her face is that of a lion, that of pride and courage. But the other side of her is very soft, welcoming. I think there's a balance here. I think that this situation is forcing you to embrace a little bit of a balance between your need for instant gratification, instant attraction, and intense connection. And yet there's a part of you that knows that there might be something here. And if you can soften yourself, soften your expectations, the very fact that this connection feels different might be exactly what the universe wants you to experience. Underneath that strength card is card number 6, Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Yeah, see, I think this person that you're with may have this strength energy. And I think they have patience, and I think they have courage, and I think they know that you're kind of going to go through whatever it is you're going to go through. That feels like on the other side of this, there's a tremendous amount of understanding and patience. Not allowing anyone's ego. See, that's the thing. Like, nobody's ego should be at play right now. It's meant to be softer than this. This is meant to be just something that you welcome into your life. Maybe there's a feeling like this person could be more of a friend and less of an intense sexual attraction. And so maybe your first instinct is to kind of walk away. But yet this person is trying to offer you a solid foundation. Their intention is to grow something long-term and steady with you. You know, this isn't somebody that wants to jump right into bed and see where this goes. This is somebody who's curious about your childhood, somebody who wants to get to know your family, somebody that wants to see you for who you are. And underneath that beaver spirit, there is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. This is a reminder that wherever you feel like you need to control something in order to keep yourself safe, there's a balance that you find within your mind where you start to confront these things and you start to confront yourself, right? This is where we start to call ourselves out on our own bullshit. Okay, why am I walking away from this? Because that's what's happening. Now look at these cards. You have a 9 of Wands, an 8 of Wands, and a 5 of Pentacles. This person wants to come towards you. They want to communicate, but the thing is they want to open up. They want to know the real you. This isn't about wanting to move quickly, you know, to advance things to a sexual level, just to, you know, that kind of vampire energy that can come in and just want a good time and then easily walk away. The thing is, when you experience this, something in it triggers that 5 of Pentacles, fear of abandonment. And I think Pisces is starting to say, wow, I've spent a lot of time keeping healthy, good connections at arm's length because I don't want to deal with loss. Because maybe you had a bad experience and maybe it puts you in a mindset that if you don't ever fall in love again, then no one and nothing can ever rock your stability, right? Your challenge card for the month is the 4 of Wands, all about stability. And the Tower card, resisting the change to your stability, your inner stability, which may have been turning away from healthy love, turning away from healthy connections. Underneath this 9 of Wands is the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is walking away. But in this particular layout, I'm getting a sense that this is an illusion. There's an illusion that you want to walk away from this. I think you're being pulled in 2 different directions because this card comes out next to the Chariot, and the Chariot seeks movement, right? He seeks movement. And there's a part of you that's really torn. As you could see from this Strength card, there's a part of you that wants to dive in. There's a part of you that's kind of curious to see where this can go. And there's another part of you that knows that if you dip your toe in the water, everything around you has a potential to change. And how do you know that this person is going to want to invest in the long term? If you're willing to open up to this, what is the guarantee? The Chariot has that black and white, 2 different horses, 2 very different personalities. And they both have to align and agree into the direction that they're going in. And that 8 of Cups is you choosing a direction. And if you are called to walk away, you know, if you go on a date or 2 with this person and all of a sudden you stop answering their text messages, you don't respond to them, you kind of ghost them a little bit because of your own fears being triggered. This walking away is simply an illusion that you're keeping yourself safe. What you're doing is keeping yourself stagnant. And the universe wants you to very much move forward. Next to the Chariot card is the Fool card, and he comes out underneath that 5 of Pentacles. The universe wants you to let go of any predetermined consequences and allow your energy to align. I think the more that you are willing to explore this, without carrying the baggage of your past relationship failures, any other times in which you allowed yourself to fall in love and maybe it left you in a place where, the intentions weren't returned. And the universe says that's not the situation now. And that's the thing about 2020. We were taught some really hard lessons in the past several years, right? We really have done a lot of spiritual growth. And by spiritual growth, it means we may have had to lose a lot of things in order to appreciate ourselves, our lives, our blessings. The universe had to shift things in order to get us on our right path. And so losses that occurred in the past were just simply to get you to this point. It doesn't mean that the next time that somebody comes in your life and offers you love, it will be a rejection, or it will be heartache, or it will be abandonment. Just because it happened before does not mean that that's how it will happen again. And deep down inside, Pisces, if you really explore what you truly wanted, that Chariot card means you want growth. You want movement in your life. You very much want this change. This King of Pentacles in the bottom left corner of your reading, I do believe is a symbolism of this person that's offering you this Page of Cups. I don't think things are going to move so fast for you, Pisces, that it scares you. I think this person is willing to move along your timeline. I think they're willing to do the things you want to do to stay comfortable. I think they have a lot of patience. King of Pentacles is not in a rush. In fact, he might move really slowly, and he might move with a lot of patience, meaning that if you have maybe ghosted this person, they may be really understanding if you are willing to change your mind. The King of Pentacles is not looking for temporary kind of carnal desire. They're looking for somebody to share their life with, share their wealth, share their knowledge. They want to build a future with somebody who's a Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is strong and capable on their own. And I think they see that in you. I think they see beyond this wall that you have up, that there's something that they still want to invest in. And so maybe it's an offer of another date, or maybe it's just an emotional conversation, Pisces, where you have to get real and you have to tell this person, look, I may not be so good at this. This is not the kind of energy I'm used to in relationships. I'm not used to people caring so much about me. I'm not used to people really genuinely concerned for my well-being. This person is. And I get a sense that this person is here to really change the way that you see you, Pisces. 6 of Wands comes out twice in your cards as a reminder that you are being seen. You are the object of somebody's desire. It also means you're overcoming. There is victory. You are overcoming this devil, this fear, this need to control the outcome of this situation, the need to keep yourself safe and not invest in something with your heart. No, this is Leo energy. The 6 of Cups is when you are recognized for your heart, for all the right reasons. And it's when you overcome these doubts and these fears, that's what this whole situation is unfolding for you. Six of Wands underneath, hold your vision, the fixed moon. Fixed moon isn't necessarily bad, because it could show you where you really dig your heels in and try to control things. You know, it's sometimes like telling a Taurus or a Scorpio that you know what's better for them, and then you could all have a really good laugh, because nobody is ever going to tell a Taurus or a Scorpio how to act or what to do or how to proceed. It's just simply not going to happen. They're way too stubborn. Underneath that fixed moon is not for you. And this is that energy, that 6 card. See, 6 and 6. You repel this initially because it is healthy, because it feels different than all the other things in your life have felt. Maybe there's a feeling of rejection because this person doesn't just want to jump into bed with you, because they want more than just sexting, or, you know, it's much more than what they can get from you physically. And so I think at first glance, you feel as though it doesn't resonate, or it's too much work, or you just simply aren't ready to go down this road, not for you. And then something happens that makes you look at it differently. That tower moment. Maybe there's a fear that you really messed up, and now you got to contact this person, and you probably have to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've been distracted. I'm sorry I'm having second thoughts. I'm sorry, I'd like to see you again. I'd like to give this another shot. 4 of Wands underneath the disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. Underneath card number 32, here and now. This is about staying in the present. Keeping your mind in the present situation is so important as you're going through this, because I think it has the power to throw you, Pisces. I think it has the power to kind of throw you out of your comfort zone. And the universe says stay in the moment. See the here and now card? There's a sign here that says the past, and there's a sign here that says the future, and she's really right here in the center, in the present moment. The less you could attach to your past situations, and the less time that you spend thinking about the future and the consequences. You know, maybe this person lives at a distance from you. Maybe there is a situation that makes this complicated. Maybe this person has children, or, there's something that would make this a little bit difficult and complicated. And so here you are on the first date going, oh my God, his kids they're not going to get along with my kids. This is never going to work out. I'm not even going to bother. And the universe says you're spending too much time in the details. Let them work that stuff out. Now is the time to breathe and allow this to happen. All you simply have to do, Pisces, is allow this person to see you, is to allow this person to show you a different way. Now is a time for you to accept the invitation, accept the offer, go on the date, see where this goes, live in the moment. I cannot promise you that this person will stay forever. I cannot promise you that this is your happily ever after. But I can promise you that this person has come into your life at this time for a very specific reason. And that reason is to break down this wall that you have that says you can open your heart and experience healthy love. Love that comes with friendship. Love that comes from a supporting place. Whatever happens, happens. But right now, you're just being asked to open your heart and take the wall down, Pisces. You're in for an amazing experience if you could surrender and let this go. Let September kind of dare you to see what happens if you let that guard down. There's a lot of yellow and a lot of green. Follow your gut instincts. Know the wisdom to tell the difference between that Saturnian voice in your head that says it won't work and that intuition that says, let's go on that date anyways. Let's send them a text anyways. There's a tremendous amount of transformation here, Pisces. You're really being offered a beautiful opportunity. I really do hope that you take it. I really do hope that you at least entertain this idea of warming yourself to a healthier version of what you've experienced in the past. All right, Pisces, I'll be dropping in a couple times this month with some pick a card readings. We've got some major energy shifts going on in September. Just remember, things can kind of go up and down. This could be your feelings. You might be triggered often, you know, and yet the universe is asking you to work through it and to be brave. Allow yourself to be triggered and let go of your need to control this situation. I really do hope that you have a wonderful September, and I will check back with you in October. Bye, Pisces.